Ja, the Jean Whitehorse in she, the Sloan, who did Jean Bush's she, okay, the she or she, the Chanel. Good morning, this is Jean Whitehorse, and I'm here at the AIM West Conference for 2013. Yesterday, I did a presentation on bias or, material in children's books, and I had a PowerPoint that I used, but I have a handout here. What I was saying was that, we're talking about stereotype, we're talking about mascot, we're talking about prejudice and all that. But that all starts when the children are before the age of 3, because that's when they learn what people say, they watch what people do, and if there's a negative word that they hear, they will repeat it. So yesterday I talked about the stereotype children's books and what to look for. Nowadays there's a lot of children's books that portray Native American, with headdresses, teepees and all that. We're not all, we don't all wear feathers. We don't all live in teepees. We're of many tribes. We're of different tribes. We have our own language. We have our own way of teaching. We have our tradition, and we have our culture, which we want to carry on in our young children. I'm a great-grandma. I watch my great-granddaughter, she's 2 years old. She's already looking at books. She's looking at pictures, and, I try my best to teach her the different words in Navajo, just like yesterday. 2 days ago, we were at the ocean, and my granddaughter was saying ocean, and I told my great-granddaughter, Tuantail, that's ocean in Navajo, Tuantail. And so, every now and then, as much as I could, I, expose her, or I'm teaching her the Navajo language. And one of the points that I, brought out yesterday was I myself, went to the boarding school. I was taught everything in English. I was forbidden to, talk my Navajo language. If I talked, Navajo, I was punished. A lot of children went through that attended boarding school. So I was shown yesterday how I learned how to count. That was 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians. But then I taught my granddaughter how to count again. Ahla ina kita bilagana. Di ashla hasta bilagana, so se binas de bilagana, nasna bilagana. What that means is 10 little white men. So it's not, racist or anything, but that's how I'm teaching my granddaughter the different words in Navajo. Just like even she was saying bird, I said city. She was saying cat, I said musa. Everything that she says, I repeat that to her in Navajo. So she's repeating it in Navajo. Like I said, she's only 2 years old. She'll be 3 years old pretty soon. So everything or anything that you buy for your children, that your children are exposed to, starts at age 2, because that's the most crucial age for them to start learning what we say, what we look at, what's in the homes, especially at the school. A lot of the school educators don't really know, how to select material. A lot of it are, purchased by the administration, but they don't really know what kind of material has bias. Bias meaning, like where they say squaw, papoose, and, just anything related to Indians. We are people just like everybody else. We're human beings. We have feelings. We have, we're smart. A lot of our people are lawyers. A lot of our people are educators, and some of them are doctors. So we have come a long way, but we are at, and then we want to have, our equal right. That's what AIM West is all about. Our equal rights, our voice to be heard, and everything that, that's negative about us, we're trying to change those, especially in the team's mascot. So that's what I was talking about yesterday. I was talking about how I ended up in the Bay Area. I was, sent here on relocation at age 19. in 1969, February. That's when I arrived in Oakland. And I stayed here for about 4 years before I decided to go home. Saying, I told my children, or my daughter, it's time to go home. Another thing I mentioned was in 1970 to 74, there was a bill passed, Native American Sterilization Act. I was a victim of that after I had one daughter. So I wish I had more children, but it was another program that the government funded a lot. I'm not the only one. There's a lot of Native American that are out there, Native American women that never had children because of this. So, I talk a lot. I went to the boarding school. I went on the BIA relocation, and I was also a victim of Native American sterilization. So everything the government put before me, I went over it. I just became stronger. Now I know who I am. I'm teaching that to my daughter, my granddaughter, and my great-granddaughter because they're going to carry on the legends that we have now as Native American. They will never suffer like we did because, those days are, no longer here, but in some ways, there's the material that are out there, the children's book material that contain these biased words, and then just the way the cartoons or anything is drawn, especially during Thanksgiving. A lot of people are out there wearing colored feathers as head dressing, and people need to know the true story behind Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving to them is all about where the Pilgrims saved the Indians, but it's not so. We were here before anybody came, and we're still here, and we're here to stay. So our children are going to carry on our tradition, our culture, our language. So that's what I wanted to say. Thank you.